Have you ever been warned about somebody before you've ever met them? You know, this, be careful of this person because of this and that reason. And then you've met them and you thought, this guy's fine, this woman's fine, you know, and you really enjoy your time with them. Have you ever been warned about a place, maybe a restaurant? Oh, don't go there, the food's not great. And then you've gone yourself and you've had one of the best meals you've ever had. Or have you ever been warned about a place or a country and then you've been there yourself and found that it's fantastic? I think you can see where I'm going with this, right? Welcome back to the Barrett channel today. Me and my dad Lee are in Beijing. On this channel we make videos all around China. We do opinion pieces, we talk about our experiences. We show you factories and innovative tech, and we travel around and show you the different cities in China. So subscribe if you are into that kind of stuff. Right now I'm in Beijing, like I just said. We're here for the next sort of 5 or 7 days. Now I was just walking along and I just had this thought, and I turned the camera on and just going to spontaneously do this video. We got a comment quite a long time ago actually, but it's stuck in my mind, and it was from a Canadian girl, a Canadian born Chinese girl who has Chinese heritage, and she commented on a video and said she's always been ashamed of where she's come from because of the Western media. She didn't really get along with her parents that well. She had no interest in being seen as a Chinese girl. But through our videos, she came to an acceptance of being Chinese. She said she's got a much better relationship with her parents now, and she actually quite wants to visit China and see and learn about her heritage. Now, I know this is something we bang on and on about on this channel, about the sort of misconceptions about China, but it's something that's extremely prevalent, and it's occupying my mind every day when I experience different things here, because this country is not what you think it is if you've never been here before. And in a nutshell, that's basically what I'm trying to say, but I'm going to go into it a little bit more. That comment is literally one of the best parts about running this channel. I almost can't believe that we're able to, through the audience that we have, that we've built together, we're able to affect people's lives in a positive way like that. And I really think, look, at the end of the day, this is a business. This is how we earn our money. This is how we earn our living. So that's how we're going to treat it. But the unbelievably amazing part of making these videos is that we're actually able to make a difference and help people learn more about a country that they might have thought was never on the bucket list to go to, or they might have conversations at work slating, the Chinese have done this and that, you know. And especially coronavirus has really highlighted the outrage against this country, which I'm really kind of happy to push back against in a sense. I feel extremely privileged to have learned this lesson. Well, I'm still in the process of learning this lesson. I'm not going to paint myself as, you know, I'm in a perfect way right now, because no, I'm always learning. You're a student to life, I like to think about, right? But I'm in the process of learning this lesson of don't judge a book by its cover. That cliche saying that we all know, but I don't think you really learn it until you have real experience with it, you know? And that's what coming to China has really taught me. Now, when I was in school, when I was sort of 17, 18 years old, people are talking about they're going to go traveling and stuff. They're going to take a gap year in university and go travel. People are talking about going to Southeast Asia, you know, Thailand, Vietnam, these kinds of countries. I swear to God, I never once heard one person say or talk about that they're going to go to China, or even, it's not even a thought in most people's minds, which is incredibly sad because this place has so much to offer. You've got such a diverse culture, you've got such a diverse climate, you've got different ethnic minorities, you've got different kinds of food, you've got some of the most unbelievable scenery I've ever seen in my life. That's Qinghai I'm talking about there. But in a lot of people's minds, it's not even on the bucket list to visit. Now, don't you think... No, I don't know if I want to go down there, because I don't know if it leads to a dead end. It's kind of the thing with this Beijing. There's so many different hutongs, you can get lost, especially as a Waiguaran. Anyway, let's carry on. Now, one of my kind of, I guess you could say, philosophies is when I meet somebody new, I will try my very best not to have any preconceptions about that person that might change how I act with them. In other words, I'll try and give people my utmost trust and respect. Well, I'll always give them respect, but my utmost trust until they give me a reason not to, and then I might change my views about that person, right? And that's kind of how coming to China has taught me the same lesson, but not just with people, with countries. Now, before I came to China, this is almost comical now to think about. When I was 21 years old, my dad had already been coming here for about 10 years, and he talked about it a lot. And this is still what I thought before I came here, because of what the media told me, right? I genuinely thought there was an underlying unhappiness in all of the Chinese people, because there is this oppression, this overbearing oppression of being watched. Every move is being watched by the Chinese government. It didn't take long after I came here to figure out that was just something that was made up, you know, totally made up. But people who have never been here will always use this, yeah, but they can't criticize the government, which, yes, is true. And that's one of the things about the Chinese society. You cannot criticize the government. However, that is one freedom that the Chinese do not wish to have. Actually, a lot of Chinese people that you speak to will find it quite funny that the Western world rave about that being something that's great, because they don't want to criticize the government because they see that they're doing a great job, no? Anyway, so back to my point. I thought there was an underlying unhappiness with the Chinese people, which obviously is not the case. And I realise that now that I've lived here for a little while. Then you go on to talk about countries like North Korea. A lot of people may think, if they've never been to China, that North Korea and China are very similar, which obviously is not the case. You know, you can just go back and watch on our videos, right? If you think China is in any way similar to North Korea, I just please want you to watch more of our videos, and you will quickly realise that that is not the case. But my point is that now I am really, really intrigued as to what North Korea is like. I know that they really don't have any communication with the outside world. They are very cut off. But I do think that it will open my eyes even more. A couple of people recently, a couple of other China YouTubers did a live stream with a girl who has worked in North Korea year after year for a few months. And she says, wow, it was totally different to what she thought as well, you know. She found that people actually are quite enjoying their lives, you know, because they know no different, you know. So people there are enjoying their lives, they're going about their day to day, they text, they chat, they, you know, go out with friends, and it's almost inconceivable. I can't get that concept into my mind, because all that's been drilled into me is that, you know, it's this dictatorship and X, Y, and Z. And yeah, just I'm not going to pass any judgment on any country until I've been there. And I just hope that our channel can push the needle in the right direction to build a bridge between China and between the perspective of many people who have never been here. And down in the comment section, yeah, we go through it, of course. You know, there's a lot of people who have a lifelong narrative. Many of them have probably never left their own country, and they think that they are an expert about China. On the flip side of that, I know there is absolutely loads of people that we are affecting in a really positive way. And that comment from that Canadian Chinese girl that I mentioned at the start is just one example of many of those that we've received over our time doing this channel. And that just makes me think as well, how many people are we affecting but not commenting, you know? We probably get, from the amount of views that we probably get about 2 or 3% of those people actually make a comment. So that leaves 97% of people. To us, the reality is they're just a number on a screen. You know, we have no idea. It could be someone that we've helped out of depression. It could be someone that we've, another person that we've helped accept their heritage, you know. And I really think there must be, you know, sometimes I think about this a lot when I'm walking around. I'm like, there must be some people that have stumbled across our videos that have previously thought China is this terrible place, and they've seen our videos and thought, whoa, that's kind of different to what I thought. And then maybe they go into work the next day and they tell somebody else, look, I thought China was like this, I just watched this video, it's actually completely different, and maybe they watched it as well. And I really think, like, it's like an analogy that I think about is, if you drop a rock into a pond, it makes ripples, you know. You're not only affecting that person who watches the video, you're affecting their perspective on the world, and then they will go on to talk to other people with a slightly changed view, you know. Anyway, I feel like I'm getting a little bit on a rant here. I really hope you're following me. Do let me know if you're understanding me, or I'm completely not making any sense, because sometimes I make sense in my own mind, but to articulate it into language can sometimes be a little bit more challenging. I just want to wrap this up by saying I feel very blessed to be in a position where I now see the other side of what I always believed, and I just hope that more people can do the same. I think traveling is obviously an education in itself. You know, it's like going to a university, but rather than academic, it's like real life experience. And this coming here was definitely the best decision I ever made. You know, it's like now I'm going to attack the rest of my life in a completely different way, and with such a more open mind than if I never came here, and that is priceless. You know, I feel really quite grateful for that. I think that kind of about wraps it up for this video, actually. Hopefully I haven't blabbed on for too long, but hopefully you did enjoy this little insight into my mind. If you did like it and you want more things like this, please do drop a like. It really does help more than you may realize. And just a massive thank you to all of the people who have supported us on Patreon, supported us by sending us a coffee, buying us a coffee even, and supported us by joining as a member. It really does, you know, allow us to get this message out there more and work on this full time like we are. But anyway, I'll stop rambling. Until next time, everybody, for now,